I'm Julia Busuttil Nishimura and food is my thing. I've been invited into tropical North Queensland to discover all that this beautiful region has to offer. And the first person I want to speak to is Nick Holloway. Originally hailing from Melbourne, Nick moved to Palm Cove, about half an hour north of Cairns, to set up his idyllic restaurant Nunu. Nestled amongst the iconic beachfront palms of the north, Nunu is known for celebrating fresh, local produce with a menu based on the seasons. So, of course it makes sense that we're meeting at Rusty's Market, amongst an abundance of fresh fruit and veg from around the region. And so many options from local and international food stalls to choose from. Today's special, a spicy, fresh green papaya salad and a banana sticky rice that is to die for. This is an epic breakfast.
Very much so.
This is what I feel like market food, market shopping.
Absolutely.
I mean, what time do you normally come here in the morning?
Not too early anymore.
Okay.
In the old days, it used to be very, very early, but usually around 8 o'clock,
Okay.
7:30, 8
But still,
o'clock.
you're working up an appetite.
Absolutely.
So good. And do you feel like when you're writing your menus for Nunu, do you write them before you come, or does the produce kind of like lead you at the direction that you're kind of putting on that day?
I absolutely think you have to be led by the produce. Oh, cassava. I love this stuff. We use so much cassava at the restaurant.
What do you do with it?
Shaved. We use it fried into ribbons and then dressed with a salt that we make at the restaurant that's fortified with all of our leftover citrus scraps and makes it really tangy and sour and very, very intoxicating and delicious.
Very Moorish, I can
Absolutely.
imagine. It's clear Nick's passion for the region melts into what lands on the plate, and he's invited me back to his gorgeous backyard kitchen for some lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, come right here.
So what brought you to Palm Cove all those years ago?
Oh, that's a funny old story, really. My business partner and I were at that point in our lives where we'd been in Melbourne for so long, working in restaurants and cooking, and just you get to that age where you feel like you really want to do something for yourself. And the natural environment here is just so enchanting. It's such a dynamic geographical space from really, from the outer reaches of the Great Barrier Reef into the mangroves along the coast, and then these beautiful jungle-covered mountains. It really is. It's the last vestiges of the Great Dividing Range tumbling into the ocean, and that gives rise to this wealth of ingredients that is just like magical. Like everything grows here. This is grass-fed beef off the tablelands. It's verdant and green. So this is like a hot sauce that is just brutal. It's not sweet, there's no sugar, just that raw garlic taste and the fiery, almost peppery burn of the chilies, and that's in some way mitigated by mint and coriander and absolutely mountains of lime juice.
And is this really typical of the area? Like, what are the threads to this sauce?
Well, I don't know. It's funny, in the early days of Nunu, we really were kind of pigeonholed into this Southeast Asian cuisine, but that's not really what I champion at all.
Yeah.
I think of more of what we do as like food of the sun. There's so many places around the world with a very similar atmosphere and culture and climate as this, whether it's the south of France or whether it's the Mediterranean or parts of the Middle East or parts of Africa. I can cook anything I want on any day, and to me the only thing that really matters, the currency for me, the integrity, is does it taste good? Is it delicious?
And is it honouring that produce, the beautiful produce?
Is it delicious, and do I feel great cooking it, and who am I cooking it for? I'm cooking this because I'm hoping for you to burn your face. And
Okay, I'm going to keep going in the limes. How's it? I'm not even going to try it. I'm going to try it once at the end.
No, you're going to love it. We're going to spoon it liberally all over that beef.
Oh my God, delicious.
And it's going to be too much of everything, just like the tropics. It's going to be too spicy, too sour, too salty, and ultimately too delicious. Now, I've also got, this is like a smoked almond cream, so like a nut butter, okay?
Wow.
Which I think is really, really delicious. So what we're going to do in our little folding, a little open sandwich sort of thing, lather it full of smoked almonds, and then we've got some fermented cabbage
which you've made.
Yeah,
Is that a silly question?
slightly. But yummy, sour, funky cabbage. Plenty of that. And then some of our beautiful beef, which will be super smoky and delicious.
So this is going to be the best steak sandwich of my life.
I want plenty of this sour sauce and the cabbage.
All working together.
It is all working together. I'm going
Perfect.
to cut this
Oh
in
my
half.
goodness. Look at those colours.
Look at that. That is pretty damn delicious.
That is the most incredible start to my trip, I have to admit.
Pretty messy, but I mean,
Messy but good.
I mean, regardless.